Here's a grocery haul. We are getting ready to move. If you have not been around my channel, these are just kind of things that I'm using as what I call filler items, things that will kind of just get us through a little bit. We have a lot of raw ingredients that we're, using up for main dishes, but there's just, certain fillers that are needed in this. So let's kind of get into that. I have a lot of freezer berries. And it's getting a little too chilly for things like smoothies and whatnot, so we made a ton of jam. I'm going to make a triple berry pie. So I have pie crust for that. I'm not very good at making my own pie crust. Somebody once told me that the best way to make pie crust is to use shortening, and honestly the best pie crust that I've had have been made with shortening, but I just don't want to buy that. So I have this one, and we'll use that. I picked up another steel scrubber. I like to use these on my cast iron. Ours is pretty shredded. I'm honestly just going to put this in a moving box that has basically like everything we need when we're like getting into a house, stuff on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if that's coming out very well. But yeah, so that's going to go in there. I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, I want to grab one of those. I have 2 cans. Oh, this is also from my Amish salvage store. So they have really, really good prices. So we have some canned pineapple for $1 a piece. I did the tidbits because it was the only one that was in the 100% juice. I have 4 dozen eggs. They are $1.49 a dozen, which is about 20 cents cheaper than Aldi right now, and Aldi's about 40 minutes away from me. As I was leaving, John, you need to settle down. Yes, ma'am. As I was leaving, my husband's like, hey, can you see if they have any pumpkin seeds? So, and I didn't have my phone on me because I was like, hey, let me live like I'm Laura Ingalls and not bring my cell phone with me. So I couldn't ask him if he wanted roasted and salted or just the raw. So he has both, and that should last him a while. Picked up some bananas. If they are red tape, that means they're kind of going out, so they are cheaper, and I want to say they were 29 cents a pound. I picked up some graham crackers. I'm still having my piano teacher's kids come over once a week while she teaches other kids, and so I like to have something that they can like snack on, and since things are a little chaotic, I went for easy. I usually have muffins and other things, but slim pickings these days. This is a gluten-free fried onion, and it's a Wild Harvest brand. We do not like Aldi's. It's way too salty. So I thought I would try this, and we like to use this on top of salads. We'll use it in our green bean casserole, all kinds of things, but I wanted to give it a shot. I'm going to be making some chocolate zucchini bread, and I needed some chocolate chips for that. And then, well, before we get to that, let me do this. There are 6 of these sweetened condensed milks. They are $1 each. They're over $3 in the store. Why would I buy 6 when we're getting ready to move? What treat are we eating every night? Actually, none. I bought this because this is such a good deal. I'd rather get them, pack them up, and then we actually use this as a base for snow ice cream. And it's really, really good. So, at such a great deal, I kind of picked up some to get us through the winter, if you will. All right, and then again, a lot of things that are just simple, easy, whatever. I have a son that's trying to be healthy, and this was a really good deal. This is usually about $5, so I grabbed him that. This is going to be something that I teach my 7-year-old how to do, pigs in a blanket, and it's also a very simple meal that we can do. We can have it with some raw carrots and apples and other fruits and veggies, some cheese, and just have a simple meal. I have some corn tortillas. What my kids like to do is they like to heat this up with some butter. If they want a treat, they'll do butter and like cinnamon sugar. Make quesadillas, roll it with some lunch meat. That's what my husband likes to do if he needs something to eat. So I grabbed 1. I meant to grab 2, but I was at the checkout and got distracted. So these are 50 cents each, which is a really great deal. And speaking of, lunch meat, something, again, easy to do. These are the Oi yogurts. Oi, I've heard both. But anyway, they're kind of open. But this is this beautiful girl's favorite yogurts. And this has a really, really good flavor, one I highly endorse.
Are they both that one?
They're both coffee. It's the only ones they had. Oh, other than the ones that we don't like, which has the oatmeal in it. That one has not been a favorite at all. So grab some of those. This is $5 for this whole box. Okay, so if we go to the local community store, they're $2 a piece. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, $16 for this box, and I got it for $5. Woohoo! I have another box of this, but it's not enough to feed all of us. And so I just grabbed one. You literally just add diced ham and eggs. Or you can do, if you have like the bacon bits from Aldi, you can do that as well. So I grabbed one, and now I have enough to use up something that I have in my pantry as well as have a dinner. I grabbed a scallop potato. I have a roast that I'm going to do on Sunday, and I thought, oh, that's nice and simple and easy and something I don't have to think about. Limes. Limes were 89 cents each, but we found these reduced for quick sale. They are 2 for 79 cents each. And then actually what my son likes to do is he makes that Brazilian lemonade where you actually take, which is why I found the deal on these, take one of these, four limes, some water, and ice, and you just make this Brazilian lemonade. It's a big TikTok thing, but my son really got into making it, and it's very refreshing. So with all of our hard work ahead, I was like, oh, that'll be a great idea. Speaking of hard work, this is my husband's absolute favorite. We used to court on my parents' living room couch with all of my siblings around me, 8 siblings. It's so much fun, and we would share one of these because that was kind of our treat growing up, and we never paid $1 for it. I think the cheapest we ever had was $1.50 when you could get 2 for $3. So anyway, nice little treat. It's a family favorite. I grabbed 3 of those. Their tapioca is probably the best, but rice is pretty good. I grabbed, this is a 48 link count, yes, of sausage links. We can use this with oatmeal, pancakes, just some kind of protein to do with a carb. I have 2 of these. I thought this would be great for Thanksgiving. They are 2 for $4. They're sparkling cider. This price is about the same as what you're going to pay at Aldi for their cheese, because they have an 8-ounce block for $1.99. This is a 1-pound block for $3.99. So I just grabbed the only one I could find. I really wanted a sharp, but I found a Monterey Jack, and then I grabbed a mozzarella to make my chicken nuggets, homemade chicken nuggets with. There is a half and half here. It's this one is not reduced for quick sale. Well, cool beans. What is the date on it? It should be reduced for quick sale. It has a Best Buy of 2 days ago, but it doesn't last long here. So it's for coffee, it's for soups, it's for whatever. Along with wheat yogurts to kind of eat simple, I grabbed these as a semi-healthy snack or early morning things. Again, just with all of the stuff we're trying to get done for moving. I cannot open this one-handed, guys, but it's just a simple. Oh my goodness. I'm still determined. I'm still determined to do this. Anyway, it was 8 for $5. Here we go. They're just little, simple yogurt drinks. And then, again, if you're new to my channel, this won't mean anything to you, but if you're returning to my channel and you're like, but I thought you were gluten-free, and you obviously can see some non-gluten-free things in here. I'm going for simple right now. I have used all my gluten-free flour. I have used a lot of my gluten-free options. So I grabbed one of these. Instead of buying a small one to just tide us over, we actually have plans to make my husband's former workplace, my daughter's former workplace, some families in our church. We're going to make them kind of our signature dessert dish, which is Hungarian coffee cake. It's something that my mom and my grandma, is kind of like the family recipe that's been passed down. And it's just a really fun special treat. So we're going to do that with this. And then, again, I just told you I made a whole bunch of jam. So we are going to do just peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and call it good for a while. Last but not least, again, we are moving. I don't know how many times I can mention that in this video. Let's see if we can get it one more time in. But we're moving and we are trying to use up all the food in the freezer. However, I had an opportunity to get, I think it's 40 pounds of chicken chests for $1.19 a pound. And I just was talking to my husband. I was like, this is a really, really good deal, especially since chicken chests are approximately, you know, almost $3 a pound, over $2, closer to $3 a pound right now. It's a really, really great deal. So we got the box, the 40-pound box, and some of the things that we're thinking about doing is seeing if we can borrow a ice chest to get us from where we live now to where we need to be up in Michigan. It's about a 4-hour drive. It should be fine in a ice chest with plenty of ice. It should get us there. It should get us to the Airbnb that we're going to stay at. And then I looked at the pictures. The freezer is large enough to kind of store that and the couple freezer meals that I have. So we should be good on that score, and then I can just get a really, really good deal on this chicken, because again, we just don't see really good deals like that anymore. And it's just such a good financial choice for us right now, especially because I'm all out of chicken except for whole chickens in the freezer. And I can't even get whole chicken at $1.19 a pound. So that will be fantastic. All right, so here's what we got today. The total was $136.41 or 42. I think it was $136.42 actually. And I'm gonna go put this away. I haven't really done like a good grocery haul in a bit, so we'll see if this can get us through the next couple of weeks. Thank you for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next. I'm going to end up preparing this chicken into 12 meals for my family. It came in a box, and each bag in the box held about 10 pounds of chicken chest. And I just decided at this point I am going to divide it up in the best way to use this. So I was trying to figure out, do I just want to dice it? Do I want to just leave them whole? Do I want to... What would be the best way to do this? And as I was putting it all out, I just went ahead and started dicing, and I was like, okay, so I know that we like to do lemon pepper chicken, so I'll just start cutting it up for lemon pepper chicken. Then all I have to do is just defrost the chicken and go with it. Well, that kind of just spiraled, so I ended up doing 2 things of lemon pepper chicken. I just diced the chicken, and then I have lemon pepper seasoning that I just put over all of it, and then I just kind of massaged it a little bit, and then I just stuck it in the freezer. With the lemon pepper that you can get from Sam's, it's, in my opinion, it's not as good as the Lowry's brand of lemon pepper, or is it the McCormick's? I have to ask my mom now. Suddenly I think Lowry's the seasonings. No, I think it's Lowry's. I think it's Lowry's that we like for lemon pepper. I'm a visual girl. If I can see the container, then I'll know it's the right one. But anyway, I'm just trying to use up, you know, what I have here, less stuff to pack, right? So I ended up just using the seasoning that I had from Sam's and just making a couple of it this way. And then I kind of went into, well, what else will I use? Well, I know that one of our favorite dishes with chicken is called cracked chicken. And it's a very simple dish. I normally just put in the Instapot. However, I was kind of rushed on time one night when I was going to make it for a friend as a dinner, and so I ended up putting it in the oven, and I really, really liked how that ended up. So I'm actually doing it that way, and you kind of just slice the chicken more into a chicken tender type of strips, and so I put one aside for that, so that gave us 3 meals. And at that point I was just on a roll, so I was like, okay, what else do I make? So I made a honey sesame freezer meal to just get put in there. I ended up making a teriyaki chicken to put in there, and I ended up doing some barbecue chicken, and I want to say there was one other one, but I honestly can't remember what it is at this point. So I just did all that, and then I, put a couple bags of just chicken bosoms or chicken chests or whatever you want to call it aside, and then I diced up 2 more bags of chicken, and then I think did another bag of chicken tenders just for whatever it is that we might want it to, and I just used it that way. And that's going to work out really, really well for our family. It ends up being a little bit over $3 a meal for our family. And for those that I know um, kind of talk to me about how much meat we actually eat, I didn't skimp. That's the word. I didn't skimp on the chicken here. There's at least 2 to 2.5 pounds, at least, of chicken per meal for each recipe. And I was like, you know what? At this price, we can just go all out. If we have leftovers, that's fantastic. It'll be great. But let's just kind of do a large family style. So again, at three to $4 a meal for our basic meat thing, that was a fabulous price. And this is really, really going to help us in our move and just kind of saving a little bit more with all of the craziness going on. My husband hasn't really been able to work in the month kind of leading up to this move just because of all the projects we have around here, and I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get another job there. So we haven't really had any income come in. We just bought a van, so it's kind of all these things that I'm thinking ahead of. Okay, how can I best help my family in this way? And this was a great godsend. So anyway, thank you for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.